So this is another brief episode about interesting things about the Osireion as I work towards my longer episodes, which I think I've only got 2 left to complete. One which basically summarizes all these sorts of findings, and the other one which will be an explanation of what all the findings mean and my grand reveal about what I think the Osireion was for and how it actually worked. But in this episode, I'm wanting to talk about something that surprised me. It may be perfectly normal for people who are involved in stonemasonry, but to me, this kind of, it shocked me. It is the ceiling of what they call the sarcophagus room. Now, it's got a vaulted ceiling, but if you're like me and you don't know anything about stonemasonry, there is an expectation that this is a result of the blocks, the large slabs, leaning towards each other. Like in this drawing by Tom Hines. It's the way most people would expect those blocks to sit, but that is not the case. These are 2 flat blocks that have had the underside of the blocks cut upwards, make it look as if it's a vaulted ceiling. I don't know if that photo is very good. I'll find another one. So yes, this one's much better. So you can see that the blocks are an interesting shape. So this is how the archaeologists describe it. It's a kind of pitched roof covering 4.75 metre wide sarcophagus chamber consisting of 2 beams together against the centre and cut out into the shape of a triangle. The blocks were 1.18 metres high and had a notch at the lower edge to minimise them slipping down. Although this is a really useful diagram, it's not the right pitch. It's more like 30 degrees rather than 20 degrees that the actual ceiling is set at. And of course, it's been done perfectly to that degree. And this isn't the only place within the Osireion where this technique is used. There are blocks from the entranceway that also have that technique used on them. I'm going to assume in my ignorance that this technique was used so that the blocks could essentially stand on their own when they're in the roof. So if one side got knocked down, the other side could still remain standing. But I don't know, so I'm just making an assumption there. So please correct me if my assumption is wrong in that respect. So that's it on this particular mystery. You may have noticed that an episode that I did the other day on scooping has disappeared. I've deleted it because it was pointed out to me that it's really not particularly good quality, and I'm going to try and do a much better job on the subject of scooping. Problem I have is that it's very hard to get photos of the scooping because it's so subtle. But give me a bit of time and a new episode on scooping will appear, but hopefully it'll be a much, much better one. All right, thank you everyone. Bye.